Hi, if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I'm going to do a 3-pile P.A.P reading, and this is the first reading for the year 2020. Woohoo, we finally made it. This is my new setup, okay, and of course, I'll probably have more setups in the future, but I think it would be nice to start fresh for January 1st, okay. Now I have 3 piles here. All right, before I get started, I do want to remind you not to live your life by the tarot, okay? It is you and only you that creates your own destiny. You are the one who creates your own happiness, and everything you want in life comes from you. I would also like to say, please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos because somebody out there might definitely need it. So if you know somebody who is struggling with some sort of healing issue or something in their life, perhaps you can direct them to my channel and they can search through the energy healing sessions, the Healing Energy Sessions playlist, and they can find what might resonate with them, and maybe they will find an answer. Who knows? Not an absolute answer, but a way to find out answers for their own, right? Okay. Now, I did do a reading every day from, I think it was the 15th or the 16th till the 31st. I will say that they will be thinned out, okay? It's very difficult to come up with all kinds of new questions, unless, of course, you guys have questions of your own that you can definitely comment below. That would help out a lot, not only for me, but for others who might be suffering from the same issue. Okay? All right. So I do have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And the question is, how can I be more confident? So I thought this would be a good question for beginning the year 2020. We want to bring a lot of confidence into this year, confidence that we can move ahead, that we can succeed, that we can, have everything our heart's desires. But some of us might be a little bit, shy or timid. And hopefully this will help to, get you out of that funk, right? And when I was doing these cards, I was noticing that all the stones are like earth tones, a more natural color. And I did add the bamboo mat, over my nice setting. But, it kind of reminded me of being natural, right? So you may be a shy person or a timid person, but it doesn't mean that you can't be confident in your own natural way. It doesn't mean you need to go out of your way to get attention. You don't have to jump up and down and flail your arms all around. Just be you, and I'm sure you'll get all the attention that you actually need. Okay? So, to my subscribers, welcome back. Happy New Year, you guys. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Happy New Year to you too. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if you did want more time to choose your pile, just go ahead and pause the video and take your time on that to see which one is calling out for you. Okay, and I will remind you at the end, I will be pulling some oracle cards so we can get some answers from the universe, because basically what we're doing here is I'm not trying to make you believe in the tarot or change your religion or anything like that, nothing like that. I happen to love the tarot, but some people just check out the tarot every so once in a while and see what's going on, but don't live your life by it, okay? What we're trying to do here is we're trying to just talk about things, talk about situations. Something might be your situation, it might not be. And if it is, you know, you can change that because you create your own destiny. And if it's not, and it's not really resonating, sounds kind of funky or funny to you, just go ahead and fast forward to the end and see what kind of oracles get pulled for the situation. Okay? I'm only trying to get you to think here. All right? I am not trying to tell you what to do. You are your own person. And you need to decide these things definitely on your own. But if you're kind of stuck and don't know how to move forward, I do give suggestions, and we get suggestions from the Oracle to help you find your own answers and come up with your own decisions. All right? So, enough talking, right? Happy New Year, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Okie doke, so this is pile number 1. Let's find out, how can I be more confident? Okay, so we have the Roadrunner. Yippee, right? And the Roadrunner represents mental speed and agility. So perhaps the new year has started and you have a lot of great ideas, but maybe you're not too confident on whether or not anyone will like these ideas. Well, you never know until you try, right? Failure is a part of life. Once you fall down, you pick yourself right back up and you try again. And guaranteed, sooner or later, it's going to happen for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with these cards and find out what's going on. So first we have the 7 of Pentacles, all right? Then we have the 7 of Rods. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 10 of Wands. Interesting. This is actually an extra card. So I'll go ahead and move these over. One of them got slipped away, but you know what? That means it's for you. So we're just going to go ahead and slip it right there. Okay, right in the middle. And look what it is. The 2 of Swords making a decision, right? Anyhow, so we do have the Hanged Man here. We have the 8 of Swords. And then we have the 7 of Wands. All right, lucky you. You got that extra card there, so that's extra message. All right, let's see what's going on here now, okay? I know, me and my gotta put everything perfect. All right. So we do have 1, 2. So we have 2 major arcanas here, okay? We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is fantastic. That's finding the ultimate abundance, right? Doesn't have to be financial. It could be grounding yourself, finding balance within yourself, finding balance within everything around you in your home life, you know. And it could also be, you know, financial, right? But I don't want to say anything and make promises because I'm not here to give you false hope. But it could actually be, if it's not finances, that you're actually becoming stable and grounded in your own skin. All right? Maybe you're discovering things, okay? We also have the Hanged Man. So it seems that it's under the 10 of Pentacles, all right? And you're kind of stuck. So before I move any further with that, I'm going to start from the beginning and we're going to see how this all plays out and see how it comes together, okay? So we have the 7 of Pentacles. It seems that you have planted some seeds, possibly in 2019, and trying to watch them grow for 2020. It also seems that you have a lot of conflict with others, okay? Perhaps competition, or maybe you've actually spoken up about something and you're defending yourself against, you know, how you feel about things. You're standing up for yourself, and that's good for you. We also have the 7 of Cups here. So you might have a lot of options. And this could be, because we have the 10 of Pentacles, it could be options and ideas and how you're going to move forward, how you're going to maybe start a business, how you're going to start a relationship, how you're going to, you know, run your household, whatever it is. You do have options, okay? Maybe even options between jobs, relationships, or family members, okay? Now with this 10 of Pentacles here, it does seem that you are becoming more grounded, more rooted, more balanced, and more stable. Okay, and that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, any type of 10 of Pentacles that comes to me, I am grateful. You know, it doesn't even have to be money, but if I feel like I'm more grounded in my own skin and I feel better about myself, that's an accomplishment of its own. Okay, we also have the Three of Swords here, so it seems that you are in this energy of the Three of Swords. Now, if you're a single person and you're like, wait a minute, I don't hang out with anybody. I'm just by myself, you know, or I don't really, you know, I'm an introvert. I stay home and I do my own thing and I only go out when needed, you know, which is fine, okay, but you know, you do have to get out sometimes, and I'm sure you do, going for walks, and of course you got to go to the store to get food and toiletries or whatever you need. You're still having that interaction, you know, but I'm sure you'll, you know, it'll come along for you. But with this Three of Swords energy, it seems that you are there because an outside source has put you there. Okay, let me explain that to you. You may presently be alone, right? You don't have a relationship going on. You're miles away from family, right? But somebody out there in this big old world of ours is thinking of you. But they might still be in their own relationship somewhere. So they're actually putting you in a Three of Swords energy, and you're like, whoa, I don't even know this. I don't even know that, right? Or you could be in the Three of Swords energy. There could be another single person out there thinking of you, and they could have family members that are meddling in this situation, trying to tell them what to do. So those are two scenarios that we can go by right here. Either someone's in a relationship and thinking of you, or somebody is single and thinking of you, talking about their family with you, and they are meddling in this business or whatever. It could also be someone out there is single thinking of you, but they might have an addiction, right? Because that could be another thing that affects a relationship or this kind of energy. So whatever resonates best with you, you can take it that way, or you can just throw it all away. But let's keep moving along. We do have this Page of Cups, and it seems that you will be receiving a message. Okay? A message is going to come into you, and it's going to be an emotional message. But the Page of Cups always also represents possibly news of a child. It could be your child, if you're of that age and you have children. Or it could be a child of the person who's put you in the Three of Swords energy. Perhaps this person who put you in that energy has a child. And that there can also cause it to be a Three of Swords energy. It could be a single person, you know, a father, mother, single father or mother with a child. There's two people, and then that adult could be thinking of you. That's another scenario. Okay, so let's move on. And boom, once again, we do have this Three of Swords. So it seems that whatever, you know, you're working on here, there's another person interfering in that. So this Three of Swords energy I'm feeling is possibly a romantic relationship. Somebody might be in a romantic relationship, and they could be, you know, somebody could be deceptive in this relationship, right? Somebody could be married to somebody, and perhaps their mate has stepped out on them and went looking for romance elsewhere. It could also be that they found out that their mate stepped out somewhere and there's a pregnancy, and perhaps people don't know whose child it is because the person got pregnant, you know, while stepping out. It could be with you, or it could be with the person they stepped out with, right? And you won't know, of course, until later. And this has caused you so much of a burden. right? Because that kind of deception is just uncalled for. It's unfaithfulness, it's sadness, it's deception. And it's just brought you a big old burden in your life. And we have this 10 of peppermills, which is also the 10 of wands underneath the 7 of cups. And now you're starting to think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? How am I going to get through this? What the heck is going on here? I don't know if it's my child. I can't believe they stepped out on me. And it's just causing you a lot of mental anguish. And that's totally understandable. So now you're having to make a decision. And that's where that extra card flew out. That extra card from the universe. You're going to need to make a decision. All right? A lot of things are floating around in your head right now. Should you stay in this weird situation where you don't know if the child is yours, you don't know how your future is going to be? It could be bright, it could be dark, it could be your child, it could not be your child, but you're married. So many options, right? Or do you just step away and you work on yourself, building your own finances and just saying, I'm done with that. I'm done with the games. I'm done with playing around. I'm done with cheating, lying, and all that stuff. And I just want to live on the straight and narrow from now on. So maybe that's what you're thinking now. Which choice do I want to take? Because regardless if the child does turn out to be yours, what makes you think that this person is not going to step out on you again? And then it's going to bring more worry to your life, more cycles of this deception. And we're trying to start out the new year in a good way, right? Trying to change ourselves for the better, trying to be happy in our lives. But this has happened, and this has brought you to your first day of January, or whenever you see this video, because these videos are definitely timeless. So now you know you have to make a decision, and it's leaving you in this hanged man mode, right? And you're really trying to think, I really want to hang on to my pentacles. I want that financial stability. I want to be grounded. I want to be rooted. I don't want to have any kind of, anybody veering off to other relationships or anything like that. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to find a place for me in the future, a positive place. So now you're having to think about it, and you're kind of feeling trapped, all right, because you don't know about this child yet, possibly. Right? And you know what? That's such a tough decision to make. It so is. But you can work it out with this person. And when they have the child, and even if it's not yours, you can raise it on your own if you really love this person and want to work it out. But do you really think that's going to bring you happiness? It could. Especially if you love this person and you forgive them. Or you can just untie those wraps around your head and around your body and take away those swords around you, and you can just walk right through and say, you know what? I'm done with this. Because I also see that you're having to deal with a lot of competition, arguing and fighting. Is that what you want? I'm not sure. So if this does sound like your situation, then, I'll see you at the end. If it doesn't, just throw it away, no big deal. And then I'll see you at the end too, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next pile, which is pile number 2. Okie doke, so this is for those of you who chose pile number 2. And the question is, how can I be more confident? Well, let's find out. Okay, first we have the bear paw. Yippee, the bear paw. And the bear paw represents strength and mobility. Okay? So you may be a tough guy or a tough girl, and you're very mobile. You like to go around a lot, like to do a lot of things, right? But maybe you're not mobile at this time. And this is maybe why you're not feeling confident, because possibly you don't have the means to get around. Perhaps your car broke down, or, you know, whatever the case. It does represent strength and mobility, and you do want to have that mobile action because you like to go out and explore and check stuff out. And I think, you know, I think it's going to happen for you sooner or later. So don't worry. Keep that confidence up if you can. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with the bus. There's nothing wrong with riding bikes. There's nothing wrong for going for a walk. You know, use that man or woman power, right? All right. So let's find out what's going on here in regards to how can I be more confident. Wow. The 10 of Pentacles right off the bat. Page of Pentacles. The Empress. The Empress again. Wowzers. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Queen of Oysters. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Okie doke. Let's see what's going on here. So we have 2 of the major arcanas that popped out are the Empress. Wow, 2 Empress cards. Okay, this could be 2 people or could just be the same person, but we're going to find out. We also have the Hermit. All right, and that could be you trying to decide about something, right? So let's start from the beginning. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. It actually looks like to me that you are in a relationship perhaps, and you're getting news about your finances, and it has to do with this Empress, possibly the person that you're involved with. The Empress, this Empress, you know, it's a mother, it's a wife, it's a mate, you know, it could also be a pregnant woman. And you may have gotten some news about this pregnant woman, and this may definitely affect your finances somehow. It might affect your 10 of Pentacles energy, that stability, that groundedness that you had, perhaps. Right? I just saw 2244. Look that up. It might, you know, help you out somehow. Now we have the Empress again now, okay? And, okay. I do know what's going on here. This is a separate Empress than this one. Okay? Now, you got some news about this Empress, the one that you are in this 10 of Pentacles energy with. There could be news that's concerning your pentacles, your money. And this news could affect you, right? And you're having the strength to deal with this, right? But you also want to make a move somewhere. And it looks like you're moving forward. Okay, this Empress isn't really looking forward or backwards. She's kind of just staring straight out into outer space. No goals, you know, at least she's not moving backwards. But she's not knowing what she wants to do with her future. Page of Pentacles is looking forward. This Empress, it seems like she's playing with a piece of, like a piece of crumpled up paper maybe. I don't know what that is. But she's definitely looking back. She's looking back at the past. She's thinking of somebody. And as you can see, the Page and the Empress are both facing each other. Now we do have the Six of Wands here, and the Six of Wands represents victory over a situation. Now, what victory could that possibly be? Well, we have the Two of Cups there. So you may be this Page of Pentacles trying to figure out how you're going to keep your money, how you're going to hang on to what it is that you started growing, you started becoming something, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get some bad news. And it's in regards to the Empress, the one that you are in a relationship currently. And now you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I just started this, and I'm trying to do better for myself, and this comes in. Possibly a stroke of bad luck, who knows? But you're still thinking about somebody in the future. You're facing the future towards somebody who you dealt with in the past. A person that you're wanting victory with because you actually did share emotions with this other Empress. Now, you know, this Empress is just looking carefree, kind of boop, 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 playing with her little ball of paper. That's what it, that's what it looks like to me. I can't even tell what she's doing there, but it kind of looks like a crumpled up piece of paper, and she's kind of throwing it back and forth. She's kind of doing the little seal thing. Maybe she's coming up with her own ideas now. Maybe she's writing down her ideas and crumpling it up and throwing that one away and trying another idea. And maybe, she's real busy right now with herself, trying to maybe stabilize herself, probably trying to find her own victory, possibly even to start loving herself with this Two of Cups energy, right? Because I don't see anybody else in the picture right there. So maybe she's working on herself, learning to love herself, trying to have victory with herself, coming up with new ideas, new inventions, whatever she's going to do, possibly even starting a business. Okay, and that's, that takes a lot of passion and a lot of emotions too, is depending on what you're doing. So that could be her other Two of Cups energy. You never know. Anyhow, we do have the Hermit here, and the Hermit is right underneath that Ten of Pentacles. So it looks like you're going to have to go within and try to figure out how you're going to deal with this, okay? You're going to soul search. You could go into introspection, trying to figure out what the heck happened here. I just started this, and look what happened. So you're going to dig deep, and you're going to search for inner guidance. Because I think what has happened since past things happening to you, there might have been, you might have gone to others for opinions, but I don't think you're doing that anymore. And that's bravo. Good for you. Come up with your own decisions. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what we're trying to encourage. That's what I encourage on my channel, is to think for yourself. So we do have the Nine of Peppermills here, which is the Nine of Wands, and it does seem that you are wanting to fight for something. You are wanting to stand up for yourself in a certain situation. And I see another person here. And this is the Queen of Oysters, the Queen of Pentacles. Now you're holding the Page of Pentacles energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Oysters, is definitely a woman, a wife, a mother, a mate. But because you are the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeing this person as your mother, because she is the Queen of Pentacles. So you may be trying to fight with her about a situation, this situation. Perhaps she's in disagreements with it or does not want you to move forward in a certain situation. But I do see you guys kind of facing each other. If this card was up here, you'd be facing each other, and you could be having that conflict between each other. But you're not going to give up. You're going to fight boldly about this, because that's what the Nine of Peppermills is all about. Fighting boldly. Standing up for yourself. Even though you know there's going to be an argument or a fight, you're still going to fight for what you believe in, because you have decided for yourself that that's the person that you want to be from now on. Somebody who stands up for themselves and fights for themselves. Congratulations. Now, when it comes to this Empress here, the one that's playing with her little ball of paper, it seems that there's more emotions that are going to come into her. Not just possibly her loving herself, loving her new business ideas, loving whatever it is she's dealing with, but possibly now, because there's two people in the picture, there's a woman and a man, you could be either or energy. Because you remember I told you you can stand in the male or female energies here. So you could be one of these people, right? If you're the Empress here. Or if this is the Empress, excuse me. So this Empress is going to be sharing her emotions with another person. Now, it doesn't specify who that person is. It could be you, Mr. Page of Pentacles, or it could be someone else. I do see there's victory over situation, but whatever the situation is, whoever is coming to her, there's going to be emotions shared. But because these emotions are being shared, there's going to be one person that's going to be left out in the cold. And what I'm getting here is either she's going to choose to be with somebody who approaches her, which could be you, and you end up get put out in the cold, or she does choose you for a new beginning, a new emotional start, and this Empress gets put out in the cold. Or she might turn down you altogether and not want to move on with you. You get put out in the cold, yet you're already put out in the cold because you don't want to deal with her, and you stood up to yourself by this Queen of Oysters, and you might be put out in the cold times two. Now, I want to let you know here, what I always say is you need to think for yourself. You create your own destiny. What I'm telling you to do, if I were you, my opinion, if you really want this Empress, you make sure you're the one holding that cup, and that you're the one that she's going to choose. And you can manifest this, right? Think positive, be confident, don't worry about things, don't let people put things in your ears, try to make you discouraged to move forward. Oh, she's never going to take you. She doesn't like you. She's moved on. She doesn't want you anymore. She has someone else. Don't listen to people. Okay? Listen to your inner guidance. Because that's why the Hermit's there. That's why the Hermit card's there. That's why you need to soul search and and go for inner introspection. Because I know deep down inside there, you got to have an answer. There's an answer somewhere. So maybe if you're going to ask anybody for answers, ask your spirit guides for answers. Because this could be you and your Empress, your new Empress, the one that you possibly have given emotions to in the past. You can have victory. Somebody might be trying to discourage you here and trying to make you think that you're going to be put out in the cold. But I do have here a new beginning, right? And normally this card, this Ace of Swords, it's either a new beginning, a new idea, a new endeavor, or whatever, or it's the sword that cuts off a relationship or ends some sort of something, right? But because it's under the Two of Cups, I'm having this feeling that it's the start of a new emotional relationship, and that when this relationship starts, it's going to start with truth and honesty. So you must have confidence in yourself that this is the direction you're going to move into. An emotional new start, a truthful new start, a new beginning, and no more lies, no more deceptions in your life, and that you are going to move forward victoriously. And even though you might have to put a couple people out in the cold yourself, you're going to find happiness. And is it going to be worth it? Hell yeah, it is. Because you're going to be happy. You're going to be smiling again. You know? And what comes around will go around. Beginning to end. Beginning to end. You're going to have that Ten of Pentacles back again. That confidence. Right? So, if this resonates with you, then I'll see you at the end for any more additional advice. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Okie doke, here's pile number 3. Pile number 3. And the question is, how can I be more confident? How can I be more confident? Let's find out. Okay, we have, I think this is the horse or the stallion. Okay, for some reason in my head popped in stallion. Okay, not just a plain old horse, but you know, horses are living, wonderful animals too. But there are types. There are, you know, there are the there's a stallion. You know, somebody who's strong. You know, inner peace and freedom is what the horse stands for. Okay, so you may be coming into some sort of inner peace within yourself. Okay, you may be feeling strong again, right? You're coming into your inner power and just feeling free again, right? And definitely wanting to move into a forward direction, right? So let's find out what we have here. Sounds good so far, right, Stallion? Okay. Stallions can be male or female, remember that, right? All right, so how can I be more confident? Well, let's find out. We have this Four of Swords. We have this Ace of Rods. We have this Eight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, Five of Wands, Six of Peppermills, and that's a Six of Wands. We have the Page of Peppermills, Knight of Rods, Queen of Rods, and the Two of Pentacles. Okie dokie, let's see what's going on here. So we have no major arcanas. Okay, so you might be just going through some issues right now, trying to sort out some things that might be, you know, not too bad, things that can be sorted out. Okay. All right. Let's start from the beginning. All right. No major arcanas here. Okay. Not that I can see. If am I not seeing them? Nope, there's none. So what's going on here right now is you're going within with that Four of Swords energy. And what you're doing is you're going within and you're trying to figure things out yourself. Very good. Okay? Very good move. You're thinking about how you can move forward in a passionate direction, right? I mean, you've been working on your money, trying hard, and you're working passionately about this. It could be your money. It could be you're working on yourself, right? You could be working on grounding yourself, stabilizing yourself because of something that has happened. And you're working passionately at it because you want to do well, of course, right? And you're going within to try and figure out, how can I just make this all possible and be happy? Okay, very good. Next, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, that's the second Ace of Wands here now. Okay, so you are very passionate about something. Very passionate. And you want a new beginning. And that new beginning is with somebody very important to you, somebody from the past. That's what that Six of Cups energy is. So you may be working on yourself so you can move forward passionately towards the past, something of your past. It could be a person, it could be an idea, it could be a job, whatever. But I have a feeling that this is a person. Now, currently, you're kind of stuck up in your head about it because you don't know how you're going to move towards this person. But I'll tell you what, when you figure it out, you're going to be moving in like the stallion, aren't you? Anyhow, at this present time, you could be in your head about it, not knowing how you're going to move forward. Okay, but you are very passionate about this. You definitely want to have victory in this situation. You're trying to figure out how you are going to become victorious when it comes to the Six of Cups energy. This person from the past. We also have this Page of Flamingos. And that's also a new beginning. But it's a different new beginning. Okay? It could either be that you're trying to figure out how to come to this person and tell them the truth and possibly sever the relationship. But because it's under the Ace of Rods, I doubt that's what it is. I think what you want to do is come into this person, and you want to come into them with the truth. We have a third. No, that's not a third. This is the Page of Peppermills next, okay? So you are passionate about this. You are kind of moving slowly. Maybe you're going to send out a message to see what happens. Maybe you're working on an idea of what kind of message can I send this person? How can I send a message to this person and find out whether or not they are, maybe still mad at me, or maybe, they haven't changed. Maybe they, or maybe they have changed. Maybe they're nice now. I want to see what the situation is. So now you're trying to, devise an idea of how you can reach out to this person possibly. You could be at a distance, just to see about how they're going to react. And eventually, when you do find out, you're going to come in with this Knight of Rods energy. Now, just know, if this person has changed and they are, a different person, possibly nicer, whatever, has passion back for you, you can't expect to have that Knight of Rods energy. Because the Knight of Rods is kind of flighty, kind of comes in and waves his wand all around, and then he skedaddles. He leaves. And you're like left with, oh my God, he came, he loved me, and he left. And you don't want to leave that energy with somebody, especially if it's somebody that you want victory with, who you genuinely care for. But I can guarantee you, if this person has changed, and she has changed for the better possibly, I can guarantee you she's not going to give it up. She's not going to give you that, because she has found peace within herself. She's balanced herself. She's passionate about herself now and what she really wants in life. Right? She has boundaries now, and she's passionate about those. And I can tell you that she doesn't want to be juggling with you or anyone else. She doesn't want to play second fiddle. And she's possibly not even going to give anything like that up to you, because she might be in the energy thinking that that's what you're doing. So not only are you going to have to devise a plan how you're going to approach this person, you're possibly going to have to, come in with a different attitude. Maybe you shouldn't offer this, because she knows that offering your wand to her is not love. That's lust. So maybe you need to come in and offer something else. Friendship. She might take you more seriously if you do offer that. Because she is passionate about her future. And she might even be kind of busy right now herself. If she's working on herself and doing her thing, she might have a business, or, you never know, she might even have another relationship. But if she doesn't, I can guarantee you, she might be busy working on herself, finding herself, setting her own boundaries, working on that business. Very busy person can be. Because that's what people tend to do when, they're getting over heartache and they're like, well, you know what? I'm just going to leave my romantic situation up to the universe. I'm going to work on myself while I'm doing that. And hopefully something's going to fall in my lap and I'll meet, Mr. or Mrs. Right, whoever it's going to be. Right? So she might just be pretty busy right now. But you are definitely wanting to come in like the stallion. You know, and you know how they do with the stallions. That's the one that they use to mate. You know, so I don't know that you should be rushing in like that. Maybe you need to calm that down a little bit. Have a little more patience with this person. Have a little bit more patience with yourself. You know, coming in like that, it shows lack of self-respect. And you don't want to show her that you don't respect yourself. Okay? Plus, you'll show her that you respect her by not offering that. So, if this sounds like your situation, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the end. I know these all ran a little bit longer, but wow, you know what? The messages are just coming in so well on this January 1st, 2020. I wanted to just get it all out for you, you know, lay it all out on the table, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the end, and I'll see you guys there. Okie doke, we made it to the end. So right now we're going to figure out what kind of messages we're getting from the universe, okay, and from Buddha, what kind of wisdom Buddha has for us, okay. Now, how can I be more confident? You know, I did start out at the beginning saying how all the stones that we have here, they all look so natural earth tones, you know. So maybe your confidence, it could be low, or you could be an overconfident person, okay? There is those two, you know. You could be, thinking, I'm going to get this and I'm going to get that, and I'm so confident, sticking your chest out all over the place, you know. And then all of a sudden you don't get that, and you're like, oh, damn, I didn't get it. You know, there is something to be said about being overconfident, okay? That just means that you basically need to humble yourself a little bit, you know. Because when you do that, you know, sometimes you're let down, and then that can take a toll on your insides, you know. You could feel hurt by that, you know. Try to find balance within yourself. Don't be overly confident, and don't be, you know, negative to yourself or underconfident, right? Try to find a balance between the two, all right? But find that natural balance, you know, the balance of these earth tones. Perhaps go out into nature a little bit and see how nature works, and see how, you know, nature's not overconfident, it's not underconfident, just basically goes with the flow. My favorite thing to say for 2020 is going with the flow, you know. Don't go against the river, go with the flow, because you don't want to expend all that extra energy. You know, why do that when you can just, you know, have an even amount of energy always flowing and moving into a nice direction, an easygoing direction, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to put these cards to the side. They've been pre-shuffled, okay? And these are the surrender cards. They've also been pre-shuffled. I'm going to shuffle one more time just so you guys see that I'm not doing anything willy-nilly, all right? And we are asking the universe, what must I surrender to be more confident? All right, let's find out. Ooh, the bamboo mat really spreads these out nicely. Very good choice. Okay. So I'm kind of seeing something over here. I guess I'll go for that one. Okie doke. And then next I'm going to grab a card from the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power Deck, and we're going to ask Buddha, what kind of wisdom do you have for us in regards to not having enough confidence? Okay, let's find out. Nice even shuffle, right? So, let's find out. Okay. Oh, my nails, you guys. They're crazy. I know, I see a lot of these tarot readers. They got these beautiful nails, but you know what? I'm a busy woman. I ain't got time for all that. I guess I'll do them later. We'll see. See what kind of fresh color I'll come out with. But, you know, I am an artist, so I do get my hands dirty. Please forgive me. All right. All right. So let's find out what we need to surrender when it comes to how can I be more confident? Okay. Surrender to stubbornness. So perhaps you're within yourself and you're being stubborn, like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I'm just, no, it's never going to work. Well, that's you being super negative. Stop holding on to the realization or the thought, not even realization, the thoughts that it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. I can't do it. I'll never, you know, have a good business. I'll never have a good life. I'll never find true love. I'll never come up with a good idea, or the idea I've come up with, no one's ever going to like it. You know, that's just, ooh, that's bad. Try not to do that kind of thing, because the reason that you're not confident, my opinion, is that you have all this negative thoughts, like somebody's told you something or people have told you something throughout your lifetime to get you to think that you're not going to get this, you're not going to have this, you're not worth it, no one's going to like you, no one's going to this, no one's going to that, you know, and that's not true. And I hate to say it, but I've been one to tell somebody that before because I was being a bitch. But you know what? I'm done with all that. I am so done with all that. Because you know what? It never got me anywhere. Never got me anywhere. It actually brought me to that place of being stubborn within myself, thinking, well, maybe I'm not going to get it, so I'm just going to talk crap to everyone else. And, you know, we'll see. We'll fix them. But, you know, it doesn't fix anything. It doesn't fix anyone. It just puts you in a bad place. So it's better to actually just try to get rid of that stubbornness of thinking that you aren't worth it or you're no good and you can't get it, so you try to put that on other people or you can't move forward. It's just not true. It's all about the mind frame. You know, the mind is so powerful, super powerful. And you can turn things around in your own mind and realize that you can be confident, move forward. Not overconfident, but just enough that, you know, is kind of relaxing to you where you don't have to feel all stressed out about it, right? Let's read what the card says. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance, see, relax. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Wow. Is that not a confidence card? So maybe you haven't been a good communicator. And this is where you're asking, how can I be more confident? Maybe how can I be a more confident communicator? Just relax. Take a deep breath. Like I said, go out into nature. See how nature does it. Nature is just ever flowing and just moving because it's just doing its own thing. Just be like that. And just know that, okay, maybe you do have to come towards something or face something. But you know what? Relax. Relax. It's going to be okay. You're going to get one of two answers, either yes or no, or they're going to like it or they're not going to like it. But just know it's all about the presentation, how you put your words out there. If you're kind, you're friendly, you know, you feel good about yourself, you're going to get a positive outcome. But if you go in all anxious and bothersome and ready to fight and ready to argue, that person or that idea, it's not going to work. You're pretty much self-sabotaging yourself there. It's better for you to just relax, move towards whatever you need to move towards, that business idea, that relationship, that product that you want to work on, you know, or even a family situation, whatever. Calm down. We're all adults here. We don't need to act up. We can speak kindly to each other and come up with a good solution. Right? This is my opinion. Now let's see what Buddha has for wisdom for us. Okay, this is wonderful. Kali Tromas, Nagmos, Mandala Mansion. Stand firm to cut through tension, doubt, and fear. These cards were meant for each other. Straight up for the question. So yeah, stop being in that mind frame of fear that it's not going to work, it's never going to happen, I can't do this, because you can. You really can. Okay? I'm going to read to you what it says out of the book. You know, this is, and it's a number 7 card. To me, my personal number 7 equals God. G-O-D. And, I have a feeling that he's by your side, or whoever, whatever spirit that you believe in, is actually standing beside me, nudging me along to, yes, tell them these things. Because, you guys, it's all good. I'm telling you, it's all about the presentation and how you speak and how you react to things, okay? Now, Kaleidoscope's Mandala Mansion. Kali's mandala glows dark and midnight blue, as Kali's color is blue-black. The outer edge is a ring of fire, and inside that is a fence providing protection from any who would enter unprepared or without the right motivation. Passing through these levels, you can approach a lotus born in the muck beneath the water and rising up into the purity of the sky. It has bloomed from her heart and invites you in. The syllables ha, re, ni, sa, part of her mantra, slowly appear on the petals, glowing and then burning and shining brighter and brighter. Their light invites the nectar of wisdom from the hearts of all Buddhas to dissolve within you, mixing together to become a great ocean of wisdom. Kali, or Tromanagmo, in Tibetan, is the great wrathful mother of compassion. Her intensity burns through the fabric of duality, the illusion of this and that, right and wrong, God separate from me. She is the main deity in the Vajrayana pacification of suffering practice called Chod. It is traditionally done in cremation grounds and places that bring us face to face with fear, so we learn to cut through the obstacles of tension, doubt, and fears, the obstacles that deny us access to joy. Chod is ancient, one of the earliest Vajrayanas, sadhanas. It is a practice of self-sacrifice. Doing Chod starts with visualizing, making an offering of our most valuable possession, our body, and transforming it into a magical nectar as a gift to all beings in all realms. Though making that offering, we initiate the flow between us and everything else. We begin to appreciate that all forms are completely interconnected and that there is, in fact, an underlying unity. Her mandala is a map that shows the way from the outer world through the layers of an energetic system into an inner sacred world where you meet the divine. It is a macrocosm of a microcosm of the macrocosm of an energy system, be it a universe, an ecosystem, a human being, or one cell. All are organized by the same dynamism and have a similar structure. Mandalas help focus the mind and keep meditation places sacred. Like the rose windows in European cathedrals, they are a circle of beauty with symbols that move from chaos to a still point to illustrate leaving the wildness of the outer world to find the harmony within. So basically what this is telling you is that perhaps you've been a different person in the past, right? You've been closed off to others, or you've been overly aggressive to others. It's time to bring a balance to the both of those things, right? And the reason why you might be in one or the other, or you could be just going through both of those as an extreme from one end to the other, it's because you are just embodying a lot of confusion within. Okay? What I'm saying is, You might have been told a lot of negative things in your life. And then you might have been boosted up and told a lot of positive things. And that can be really confusing to a person. You're feeling down, somebody comes along and tells you, blows you up, and makes you feel better. And then you turn around and say, well, that person lied to me because they told me this was going to happen and it really didn't. Or they only came in and told me that because I wasn't feeling good. They were fooling with me. They were fooling with my mind, and they were just not being cool to me. They were giving me false hope. And, false hope is just as bad as anything else. That's why I never say live your life by the tarot, or this is going to happen, or that's going to happen. Because it's you that makes things happen, not me. Not a bunch of cards. I think what the cards do is lead you to an answer to find out for yourself, right? It's a good way to communicate between people and help them to understand that even though things might seem bad, they're not. They're only bad if you make them bad. I just saw 010101. Unbelievable, you guys. And we are at the first day of 2020. But I'm letting you know that, don't let anybody tell you things that make you feel bad about something, or they boost your hope. What you got to do is just believe in yourself and your own ability to move forward. Go within, go within and find your own inner peace, because no one is going to do that better than you can. No one is going to love you better than you can. No one is going to work as hard as you can. In your own way, you do everything best for yourself. And I guarantee you, once you can figure all that out, that you are worthy of, abundance and happiness and love and all that stuff, then you're going to have that confidence that you need to move forward. But you got to look within. Stop looking for outside sources for that burst of inspiration. You don't need that. You've already got it inside you. You just got to bring it out. That's all. So these are just my opinions, okay? So I suggest you maybe ask other people, what motivates you? What makes you a better speaker? What makes you a better worker? What makes you a better student? What makes you a better spouse? What makes you a better husband, wife? What makes you a better lover? Whatever your questions are, go out and find a bunch of answers instead of just one. Look things up on the internet, read books, whatever it takes. And then you can finally come up with your own conclusion that fits perfectly for you. Because you have found that inner guidance and the inner peace that's going to help you move forward. Okay? So I'm going to end it right there. Hopefully this will help someone out there. Please, please share the video. Subscribe, like, and share, whatever. But I do hope that you do share, because the whole point here is to help others to get through their own battles. And that's what I want. That's basically what I want. I want everybody to be happy this year. Oh, and I did want to remind you, today is January 1st, right? Make some sort of wish or manifestation today, because it's the one day of 2020, right? You also want to make another wish on January 11th, because that's 1/11/2020, right? Manifestation days. Have confidence in yourself. Maybe make a manifestation of, I will be confident this 2020. Not overly confident, not underconfident, but just right. There's a perfect manifestation for you. It doesn't sound too selfish or greedy. It sounds realistic. Make realistic manifestations. Okay? So my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. and I will definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.